world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Get faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Joseph and Reese. How are you guys?
Oh, kicking ass doing. Sorry I was late today. My Lyft driver's a diversity hire. He took side street, so it took me forever.
Okay. Good morning. Okay, so this should be interesting because you guys have to sell me on this DEI is actually real woke propaganda.
Wait, stop. Hold on. Step further. Why do we? It's selling you. You got eyes. You can see everything that is going down. You see how much money has been lost. You are way too smart to be sold on anything. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Okay.
Here, I have an idea. If that's really what you want, let's open up big. Let's start with the modern remake of Snow White, starring a non-white woman playing a character whose name comes from the fact that the character's skin was white as snow.
When she was born.
The way she was born.
That's definitely a race swap. But that movie is not even out yet to know if it's good or not. And
whoa. That's not. Wait. Stop.
That's not the point.
You said race hire. You didn't say nothing about whether it's good or not. This is a DEI move, and that's what it is.
Okay, so what you're saying is DEI, it does not necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
It does not necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
Okay, so what?
But there is a pattern.
But there's a pattern. Yes.
I'll say that for the moment. Yeah, but there is a pattern.
Go ahead. My bad.
No. I was just saying we don't know if it's good yet. When I hear you guys say DEI or girl boss, I automatically assume you think that is a bad thing. Just like the woke thing, it's more of a derogatory term, right? I've
Well, I think
never
it's a
heard
bad
any
thing.
of you guys say they're a DEI hire and then also say in the same sentence, but it's a good movie or it's a good show. Or
Whoa. Just because you hire somebody who shouldn't be in a role doesn't mean that person ain't going to come in and put in the damnedest work that's even possible. That's just how that is. But them being that character is bullshit. Like Anthony Mackie being Captain America. I like Anthony Mackie. He's a pretty decent actor. But he is not fucking Captain America. That's bullshit. He's a DEI hire, and in the comic books, he's a DEI hire. In movies, he's a DEI hire. It's just how it is.
So, did you have an issue when Bucky was Cap?
No. What? Bucky was his best friend. Wait, Bucky was his best friend from 1940 something. He has had many trials and tribulations. He's got half a super soldier ceremony. He should be Captain America. A regular human dude cannot hold that shield against a 50 caliber machine gun. That's just physics.
Okay, I see what you mean by that. I do. It's the same situation like if Damian or Dick were to become Batman as compared to Jace Fox,
there you
just walked in the room.
Exactly. I had no beef when Dick became Batman, not for 1 second.
Or even as Bat, because it was showing a point.
I did have a problem with as Bat because I was a young boy and I didn't like the fact that Bruce was all beat up and shit. So, but that was young boy me. That was young boy me. Me now see the story and kind of get it, but no, it didn't fit then for regular people, and it doesn't. And doing it now, it still doesn't fit. And he was a blonde-headed white boy who was tall, and nobody liked it. So
that was done to show why Batman.
No, Dollface. No. Let's run that back. Nobody liked it. Nobody. Just saying.
I don't remember. I read it. I read it later on because obviously I was a kid. But like,
you're not that old.
I'm old. I'm fucking.
You're semi-old.
But I'm just saying, I don't know because also we didn't have social media back then, so I don't know how reactions were to something like that. But it was supposed to be that idea of the brutal Batman, why Batman cannot be as bats, right? Like, it was done for a very specific purpose.
Yeah, I get it, but it failed. I mean, as the character was...
I love it.
The character was hated.
Okay, yes, but some characters are supposed to be hated, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But is the hero supposed to be hated?
He wasn't a hero.
He wasn't a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, as far as changing somebody, yeah, they did it. It's been done before, and they did it with white people, and nobody liked it either. Like, it's not like this is just because it's black people that, or brown people, or gay people. Well, maybe, but mostly it's not.
Okay, so then is that the same issue you have with Miles? You don't like Spider-Man?
Whoa! Whoever said I didn't like Miles? I just say he's not Spider-Man.
Okay, so you like Miles? He's not. The issue with like, I can see your point when it comes to something like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a big fan of the Spider-Man games, but I do think Miles Morales game is the best out of the three. But it's also called Spider-Man Miles Morales. Right?
Somehow I could have guessed you would have thought the game with the blackest character was the best one. For some reason,
got the most heart.
I did
around Christmas time.
It's half-assed. It's nothing.
I'm downloading right now on my PlayStation. I have not played it one time, and I've been meaning to.
It was $40 at launch, not even because it was a bad game. It's actually a great game, but it wasn't as long as the other ones.
No, it definitely wasn't as long. But I thought it had the most heart. I don't like the Spider-Man games in general.
I do.
Right? I don't like the swinging aspect. I think the combat's pretty good.
I love it. The flipping and doing spins.
Yeah,
and I love doing that shit.
I'm so bad. I die. I just fall to the ground. I guess you don't die, but the issue with that, I thought that game had the most heart. It had nothing to do with him being the blackest character.
And I'm gonna say this: I don't have a beef with Miles. Miles became Spider-Man for a good reason. But when they switched his universe, he wasn't Spider-Man no more. That's just how that was. There is a Spider-Man here. His name is Peter Parker. Peter Parker will always be Spider-Man.
What about Ben Reilly?
Ben Reilly is the Scarlet Spider.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just how it is. There's no. It's not hard to figure out.
He's not in any of these games. It's just a skin.
Huh?
Ben Reilly isn't in any of that.
No, but he's in the comics.
I like Ben Reilly. Whoa! When Peter and Ben Reilly switched and Ben was Spider-Man, I loved it. Like, I liked Ben. It was he had a whole new cast of characters, and it was fun. Like, and I'm not somebody who had a beef with Ben Reilly, but Peter Parker is Spider-Man. If Peter Parker has no powers, Peter Parker can't do nothing. He's now just a reporter ball. It makes sense that somebody else is in the role. But if Pete can still swing, if Pete can still throw on the mask, ain't nobody else on the planet going to be Spider-Man. Can't be
And
Spider-Man.
more than that, though, Miles wasn't made to replace Peter Parker, or at least that's not what he was made.
No, he was in the Ultimate.
He's
made to replace Peter Parker in the Ultimate universe, not this one.
Completely separate.
It's a whole different. Yeah. It's like, I hate when people do the semantics. Don't give me semantics. Yes, he was created to take over for Peter Parker, but not this Peter Parker.
Right.
And make sure everybody understands that. He is Spider-Man from a whole different universe. Once he became part of this universe, you're not Spider-Man no more. You're not. There's a guy here who has that name and has had it for 60 years.
Okay, so are you against the mass amount of Spider-Men?
Yes.
Spider-Women?
Oh, yes.
Like the multiversal stuff?
Don't even finish this. I don't like the 1,000 Green Lanterns, the 50 Batmans, the 25 Wonder Womans, the 72 Supermans, the 9 Wolverines, the 17 Hawkeyes. Like, suck a ass. I'm so fucking sick of these kids and they bullshit. Like, look, there's characters.
Yeah.
Stop being fucking lazy, you fucking useless pieces of shit.
Okay, Green Lantern is a little bit different,
No,
right? That's a core.
No, Tristan. Look, I called you Tristan. I ain't mean to do that. Nerdette. Look, bottom line.
But my name is Tristan.
It's Nerdette. Look, bottom line, the Green Lantern Corps having 116 members from Earth alone makes it a mantle. That's what fucks that up. Like, if I would say it's a core, if most of them was from other places, or if some of the lanterns from Earth was different lanterns, that would be totally
so
cool.
Like a core would be like John Stewart, Kilowog, LaFreeze, like they're all from different regions.
You fucking that up already. See, you fucking that up. You started off with John Stewart. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck. Hal Jordan starts any Green Lantern conversation. That's just how that is. I understand some of y'all grew up with John Stewart being y'all Green Lantern. Hal Jordan is the greatest Green Lantern there ever was and there ever will be. When you talk Earth Green Lanterns, you start with the one who is at the top.
Okay, but he was not the first Green Lantern.
Wood guy don't count. Wait, hold up. Before we go any further, I want y'all to check out the irony of this. They turned Alan Scott, the dude whose weakness was wood, into getting plowed.
Okay. Not only that, his weakness was wood, and then obviously the color yellow. Dude can be taken down by a number 2 pencil.
He can be taken down by a number 2 pencil, but he getting wood every night.
Yeah.
Now.
Fucking ironic.
See the irony there? Like, what the hell? But
but he was the first. So what you're just saying is,
I don't really
Hal is your favorite.
He's not a member of the Green Lantern Corps, though, so he's not the first. He's the first dude with the name,
right?
But wasn't they in a different universe too?
Not that I know of.
Wasn't he Earth 2? Wasn't they Earth 2? And that's how they all met when the Flashes got together.
Earth 2. Okay, so it's really weird. I guess I would have to ask Robert exactly. Earth 2 was the gay version, and then Earth.
Whoa! Wait! There's not a gay version because we can't call that the gay version because nowadays it would actually mean everybody's working wood.
No, that's why they brought him into the main universe, but I don't know.
I just need to throw something out there for you guys. I didn't know what you were talking about at first, because whenever Reese is talking about wood, I don't know if he means the element or if he's talking about boners.
Boners, usually.
I'm sorry, don't let my dying breath back here fool you. I'm having a great time.
Oh my
That's
god.
You good, bro? Get a water or something.
I'm good. I'm good, guys. I promise you, I'm good.
If you die on stream, I will laugh.
Look, that's as long as it's funny, dude. Laugh. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to the actual message here. I think or the actual conversation here, because we were talking about something else. We know this stuff happens. We know these changes happen.
Sure.
Are they for quality purposes? And
no,
that's where I'm arguing.
In the very
generally not
that they could result in quality products.
No, not if you don't put the correct people on there. No, they can't. They can't.
Just because somebody is hired based on their skin color does not mean they are.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Well, hold on.
It does.
If I may,
skin color and not your ability, you are a fucking DEI piece of shit.
They could literally be just as qualified as the white guy next to them.
No, that's not true, because you just said they was hired on the skin color.
Okay, let's go with that then.
Hold on. You have a white guy that has, their resume scores 400, and a black guy that resume scores 400. Just because you go with the black guy does not mean he is not just as qualified as his white counterpart.
I totally agree. If their scores is exactly the same, then why the fuck would I'm picking whichever one. I'm gonna flip a fucking coin on that one. Whoever gets the job. But if you are not qualified and you get this job, like everybody currently in the comic book industry, then you just should not be here. There are people who are better than you. You can work your way back up. You got skill, you got potential. Yay. But if you're not really ready for prime time, then why the fuck?
I get that. Robert says, fact, legacies have been a key part of DC for ages. And fact, Marvel has been forcing legacies into things. I agree. I do think DC loves their legacy characters, and I don't mind it. I know people don't like it, but I don't.
You don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying. When you look at when you call somebody a DEI hire, who's deciding that they're a DEI hire? Like, who's saying
the people hire?
Well, here's also the problem.
That's nobody's ever came out and been like, I hired.
Nobody would come out and say that.
Right. So what?
They never
why
say it
do you
like
just
that.
assume?
You look at the practice. You look at what's in front of your fucking face, nerdette. Like,
give me some examples.
If you see Teenie Howard's
the recent Star Wars series, Acolyte.
I was going to bring up Star Wars later. Well,
we got to do it now because she asked, right?
Okay, I don't know more about. I'm gonna have to take your word for Star Wars. I believe you. When it comes to that.
I'll tell you this much though: Star Wars ain't really that deep. Okay, there's lore. There's thousands of hours of lore outside the three most popular movies. Okay, but the essence of Star Wars is a lot simpler than you think, and even that was completely demolished so the Acolyte could come out.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't the Acolyte relatively popular?
No, not even for
I don't
1 second.
remember.
No, it was not. No,
it had a huge opening. That's true.
Okay,
it had a huge opening and a very bad.
It was shit. It was a total. Everybody tuned in to see just how bad it was going to be, and guess what? They found out that it was so bad. They brought in somebody who had no qualifications to be there at all, and then she hired her wife and a bunch of other chicks and stupid. Well, okay, the boy from Squid Games, I hear he was the best part of it. I didn't watch it. But
actually, Kathleen Kennedy's been around, I think, since 2012.
Because
and
she's extremely successful in her movies.
No, not in Star Wars.
Okay, outside of Star Wars.
Look, hold on. Let's run this back. Because we're talking about Star Wars. Let's talk Lucasfilm, the company.
Okay.
Kathleen Kennedy has been in charge of Lucasfilm since 2012. They had an Indiana Jones movie that bombed. Then they made another Indiana Jones movie that had the actual director and everybody else behind it, and it still bombed. They decided to make another one.
Wait, what movie?
That would be the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Okay. Oh, the fourth Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah,
yes, it was really
okay.
It was really bad.
Really bad. But then they made a fifth one. And they put
apparently Crystal Skull was before Disney.
It was? Well, it's Robert saying, and he's Mr. Consumer, so I'm definitely going to take his word on that.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, Robert is the ultimate. When I think of the guy who just takes and buys everything that that companies tell him to, I think of Robert.
Okay, and that's not what I meant when I said that was fair. What I meant was he knows.
I'm not saying you said. I'm not. This is not you. This is me saying. This is what I think of Robert. I think of Robert as a bottom line consumer. He will back up any company's policy that they say. He will buy their next game, no matter how shit it was, and find the silver lining in the horriblest thing to make it sound okay.
I would call that an optimist.
No, I would call that a jackass. But
oh my
God! I like Robert, so I'm not going to call it a jackass.
I think he is good at finding the silver lining, but he also calls some bullshit out.
What bullshit? What is he called out?
You know, if he has the money, he can call it whatever he wants.
Yeah, exactly. If you can buy whatever you want.
Now.
But that's a shame.
But is it money you would have rather spent somewhere else?
Yeah, and
after all said and done.
I mean, and I always say you should look out for you. Do what you want to do and make you happy. If buying shit from a bunch of motherfuckers who don't like you is if buying a bunch of shit from a people who don't like you.
That's one thing I hear. They don't like you. Who doesn't like me?
Because people who like them do not sell you shit. People who like you,
shit.
People wait, and that's why everything is failing. Tristan, know that.
It's not taboo to call me my name, by the way.
It's right there in writing.
That's why I said it. That's exactly why I said it.
That's the girl boss edition. Come on. Okay, but I've never had. That's one thing I don't understand. These people hate you. Who? I know Joe Glass hates me, and I'm okay with that.
If you look around Twitter, and which I have been doing a little bit lately, yes, these people don't like their fans. They don't like the shit that they selling. It's evident. Like you can literally see them talk the way they talk about stuff. They don't like the things they doing. It's like Harrison Ford in Star Wars. Damn. I'm smoking, so my brain ain't.
Okay, let me take over for a minute while you recover. And forgive me, I'm bouncing in and out, guys. I just came back from the flu. That's why I sound like ass.
Ronnie Radke does hate his fans. Well, we can agree there.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna lose in court, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
anyway,
buddy.
Okay, let's get back to what we're actually talking about. We're talking about superficial changes in the name of sending a message through entertainment.
What message? What's the message?
Suppose it's something about like these people exist, but they're not good at anything, so it's a fucked up message.
Okay, well, you're the one saying they're not good at anything. So the message.
No,
I need examples here, guys.
Okay, look at All right, we got Star Wars, we got Indiana Jones, we got Willow, we got the Marvel. We got Marvel Phase Bore and Dive. We got the DC Universe. We got comic books. We got TV, and we got the Lord of the Rings. There's examples all over the place.
Okay, but there's also for every single example you can say of these woke blah 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 blah. I can name 3 that are good.
But I just named 17. But I just named 17.
Okay, Creature Commandos, Penguin.
So finding those 3 in 20.
Well, hold on. Penguin did not pretend to be something other than what it really was. Just a story. Because they got a Colombian in there. Okay, that's one of those things I was talking about earlier. Yeah, just because they changed the skin color doesn't mean this is gonna be shitty. But I'm saying there is a pattern out there. Penguin was not one of those examples. Penguin didn't pretend to be something other than what it really is.
Okay, but what you guys are doing is you got to be picky.
Picky? Like, I'm the most picky motherfucker.
You are very picky. But claiming like
Willow was Concord a message
that
to you?
That was never made for
Willow. I seen in the movies as a little kid with my brother and my mom and my cousins and my aunt. Believe me, I'm the fucking demographic.
Okay, well, I am not. I don't even know what Willow is. I just know it was some Disney.
I don't even know what Willow is. I don't even know what that is.
When I was a young boy, I'm not going to lie. The chick in there that plays Sorcerer, that Val Kilmer was smart enough to marry for a minute. She had me from this. I was 10, maybe 9. So yeah, it was. I was into it. I found her so cute.
Okay, I feel like we should talk about properties we know.
Wait.
Go ahead.
With that little baby in Willow was the best actress I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm telling you that right now. Just saying, that little baby was a better actor than everybody that's acting in Hollywood right now.
I have no idea. I believe you. I've heard good things about it. I think it was before my time, but
it was. I think he was born.
It was okay. Let's talk about properties I feel like we know, because I can't debate your topics on
Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
no, I watched the first 3 episodes of Lord of the Rings. There was nothing woke to me. It was fucking boring.
Wait.
Well, okay, then right there. Let me have this one, Reese, before you get high and forget what's going on again. Hold on. This is what's going on. Well, no, because even if you don't follow Lord of the Rings, you don't follow Star Wars, you can follow audience reactions.
Yes.
You know how to do that much. Whether or not you follow Star Wars. Okay, now some people say that George Lucas is the one that ruined Star Wars. It's true. I mentioned that last time you and I spoke a few months ago about how fans ruin entertainment. Anyway, that's true. Now let's go from there. Kathleen Kennedy came in 2012. The standards were lowered because of George Lucas, and she still can't get it right. All she's doing, she's throwing women in, basically she's replacing all the whites.
$1 billion movies.
Whoa! See,
no, they cost a lot.
You fucked up.
No,
that's where you fucked up.
But they still
first one, The Force Awakens was $4.3 billion. The second one was 2, and he literally cut the first movie in half. And don't go give me the semantics of, well, it's a second movie. No, it was Star Wars. It was the biggest IP in the world. Not in the country, not in some other country, in the fucking world.
And Kathleen Kennedy,
Star Wars was making billions of dollars when it wasn't doing anything, which is crazy to even think about.
And Kathleen Kennedy is the first one to make a Star Wars property that actually lost money. The Solo.
Wait, what lost money from
Solo?
Solo. It was Han
I do
Solo's
remember.
movie, Solo.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that movie.
That was her dirty work.
I've been wanting to talk to Joseph and Reese about this for a while, but if you want to send me an email, we can set something up. But I appreciate you.
I'm seeing some of the. We're seeing some of the conversation. I don't think I see everything with StreamYard. Do I?
Oh, I don't even have.
If you sign in.
I'm saying,
I'm signed in. I don't got my phone.
But anyway, here's what actually goes on, because this is a very convenient time. Entertainment is stagnating, which I don't believe is. I believe there's actually a good reason for it, because so many things are trademarked, even if no one's doing anything with them, and so many trademarks are at risk of being too similar. That's probably why we're seeing so many remakes. That's why we're seeing a Moana remake. When did it come out? 2018, 2016?
I've never seen Moana.
Me neither.
Again, these aren't things that are of my interest.
Well,
I know I'm picky, but
you not do movies.
Okay, but now keep that in mind. Keep in mind what you said. They're not of your interest, because if we're saying these things are happening,
are you interested in Moana?
You didn't even hear what I had to say. That's part of my point.
And you're not a girl.
That's not the point. It's not the point. I'm talking about the reason entertainment has gotten repetitive, redundant. It's going back to remakes.
Right.
And that's
I'm done with the remakes.
And right. And a lot of people have something to say about remakes.
I hate them.
I would say the majority of people, no matter what side of the aisle, no matter what race, religion, creed, color, are, from what I've personally seen, are like, I'm done with this. Like Mufasa just came out today. Like, is anybody excited for that?
I didn't know.
I was a huge Lion King kid, and I have no interest.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Okay.
But yeah, I can agree that remakes are a problem. I can absolutely agree that is a big issue, not only in movies, but in gaming.
And now here's what's going on. First off, some games should be remade. Yeah, gaming is different, because there are some games that had kinks that need to be worked out.
Or
that's
you can update the graphics. But okay, let me give you an example of one that should not be remastered. The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm the idiot that bought it. The Last of Us Part 2 came out in 2020, I believe, or 2021, and was remastered in 2023.
Is it getting another one for PS5 Pro?
I don't know, but
yes, I am dying, right? But no, trust me, I'm dying of laughter. This is funny, fuck. Anyway, but let's go back to that. Entertainment is relying a lot on remakes. They feel creatively bankrupt. Also, audiences are harder to please. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, they're also doing.
Wait, hold up, Joe. Right. Audiences are not hard to please. Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and what did it do?
Spider-Man entertained most people.
That last Spider-Man came out, and what did it do?
But now look to the left of your screen at the one woman who wasn't happy. She said, "It was mid. It was okay.
It was mid. There's nothing wrong with being mid."
That Superman trailer was mid.
It wasn't even mid. That was sad.
It was mid.
No.
Even he's unhappy he's in the movie.
I literally said
best boy ever. Crypto.
The dog is awesome. He's the reason I'm going to see this movie. Like that dog deserves some love.
But he's a fucking bum. The dog is more well kept than Superman, first of all.
And that's why we're going to see it because of the dog, motherfucker. What you talking about? Fuck him. Except for when he saved that little girl. That was awesome. I ain't gonna lie about
in that shot, the way the slow-mo worked. Like, felt like I got sick of slow-mo with Zack Snyder, but that one worked.
Yeah, that worked like hell. That was beautiful.
But I do agree with the issue with remakes, and I gave the example Last of Us Part 2.
We totally off a subject because Nerdette is supposed to be arguing for DEI and Girlbosses. Me and Joe have literally come in here and stomped her down and just beat her up.
You literally named stuff I don't know about. So,
but you not knowing about it don't mean it ain't happening.
You don't have to know about it that much, though. The only thing you know. Remember, we're talking about something that's supposed to be thriving on superficial changes. They got rid of the white folk. They get most of them out of Star Wars, or just aren't making room for new ones. Then you got the Acolyte, and you saw the fan reaction. That's a great example of what's going on.
It's in the description, pizza boy.
It's okay. That's what happened there. Star Wars was on a decline even before Lucas sold it. That's true. So that means he lowered the standards, and Kathleen still can't get it right. So she still came out with something so bad that Disney not only canceled it, they lost money on it again from the same woman again.
But there's still the skeleton kids or
it's
something.
Not doing
right
good.
Now?
It's not getting good. It's getting good.
Oh, Skeleton Crew.
It's getting good. It's getting good reviews, but it's not getting views. It's like Andor.
Let me see. I have no idea. Yeah, that's what I heard about Andor too. But I can't. Okay, so if you want me to name, what are we talking about? Good woke storytelling, good DEI storytelling. There's I always go to Detroit Become Human, right? That's an incredible.
But you can put some black people on there. I'm sure you liked it. Come on, man.
And that's first off, that's a futuristic setting.
And okay.
And that game came out way before people were calling for some shit like diversity quotas. I never heard that shit until about 6 years ago. Diversity quotas. You have to change the apparent makeup of a crew, of a team. And it's supposed to be some kind of signal of progress. And then what you're seeing, let me finish this point. What you're seeing instead are people being picked out of a crowd that actually didn't do the work, but they want to change the exterior of the team. Okay, they want to change the chemical makeup of it. And what we're getting, or whether in entertainment specifically, what we're getting is stuff with lesser substance. We're not getting anything well thought out. And that's what we're seeing in all this stuff. Okay, like I said, Acolyte had a very low bar and it couldn't even get out of the first season. Actually, arguably, it couldn't get out of the third episode. The third episode is when it was so bad that it was review bombed ever since.
I did look it up for Skeleton Crew. It looks like it's getting worse views than the Acolyte.
And there you go.
Acolyte, is that how you say it?
Yeah,
it looks like it's not doing
Acolyte.
Acolyte.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so let's move away from Star Wars because I just don't know what to say about.
Should we move towards Conquer?
But before you move away from Star Wars, concede that you just don't.
No, you could be right about Star Wars.
It's not that we could be right. It's not that we could be right. We are absolutely right.
Superman, right? It's a simple good versus evil story.
Sure.
It's kind of hard to get wrong if you know who the good guy is, if you know who the evil guy is. It's kind of hard to get wrong. It's not that different.
Superman is not easy.
No,
I don't care
Superman
nobody.
is very hard to write, just like Thor.
Oh, fuck off! No, he's not.
Superman is the hardest dude to write because he.
Look at the new trailer. He's passed out in a diaper, sniffing cocaine. He's a fucking idiot. I
didn't say he wasn't stupid, and I didn't say bad. He wasn't badly written.
Joseph, you just don't like the fact that he's hard to write is pretty much well known.
He is not hard to write.
He's the hardest superhero to write because he's so strong. He's a problem.
What? That means it's easy. That means how you can't fuck that up if he's always the strongest guy. How you doing, Mo? That means you can't fuck it up if he's always the strongest guy.
You have to give him a weakness, and that's a lot of why kryptonite is. And Mo says y'all are a bunch of nerd, and Mo Moon is always right. Not when I throw corn at you.
Mo Moon is never right.
So that's kryptonite is a big deal in that universe, specifically because of him having no invulnerability.
There's misinformation going on in your chat. James, Canada is not real. I'm sorry, bro. It's not real.
Let me take a look at what's in the chat. Well, okay, then what do you want to move to something more current, like Conquered? Do you want to move do you want to move to like a $40 failure?
Yeah.
That basically did all the same things.
Well,
and the game was fucking.
Why did it fail? Tell me
DEI.
why it failed.
It had no substance. It was the same thing.
It was a DEI game.
Okay, we'll start with the roll now.
Were black?
Whoa.
They were purple.
Were black?
That chick gets funny.
Was their characters though, nerd? That is the problem.
Were bad. It was a game that should have been free to play. That was $40. So if you wanted to play with your friends, every single one of you had to spend $40. It was a looter shooter that added nothing new.
Because a bunch of DEI people was running it, and they did a bad job of promoting and selling it.
Where's the proof that they were DEI running it? I don't know the creators.
The game screams the proof.
Okay, Tristan, nobody's outright going to say, almost nobody.
I know
a handful of people.
Creators, but that doesn't mean that they created a
let's step out of that specific. Let's step out. Obviously, it failed. Okay, but let's step out of that. There's also... if fucking forgive me, like I said, I'm not doing well this week, and I forgot the name. There's a woman who's going to direct. I think she's going to direct the next series of Star Wars movies, unless they really have been backed off. They really have been canceled. Now, the star of the recent trilogy, Rey, female, right? She's just a talented character that was just completely underwhelming, and she's going to get a solo trilogy for some reason, even though she just got 3 movies centered around her and her underwhelming life. Cool. She's supposed to get 3 more. The main character's name is Rey.
And everybody wanted it to be Finn.
Oh, what's her? Yeah, I don't know the actor's name from
Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley. Okay. So yeah, she was supposed to star in an upcoming trilogy, and the new director, she's supposed to be someone who did a documentary, and I don't remember the exact words she said, but she did say something about pushing men out of the way. Yes, that's what it was. That whole thing. Yes, and that's going to be the woman directing the next.
Before we go any further with that one, we got to make sure everybody understands that was an old interview that had nothing to do with Star Wars, and it was like 7 years before she got the job. But that's her thoughts. That's the type of person she is, and it's right there. And they still went out and hired this person to do a Star Wars movie. This is the kind of person, the person who literally came out on the stage and said, I like to make men uncomfortable. And we know she was talking about
in a sexual way? Like
no, uncomfortable and always. And I don't think she was talking about all. I think she was talking about Middle Eastern men or something. But the fact that somebody would even say that is like, why would I hire?
That's a weird thing to say.
Why would I ever hire an activist to run my movie?
Okay, that's another thing. Let me get this. Mo, Canada is a myth created by the French. For fucking sure. Blame
so is Mo.
On the French. But we said we were getting away from Star Wars. But with that being said, I don't know what makes somebody an activist. Is somebody an activist just because they support LGBTQ?
Well, I don't know a hell of a lot of what this one stands for.
Hell, kill each other. But more, an activist is somebody who puts their thoughts and their beliefs into the movie. And
everybody does that.
No, they do not. Stop. Do not
Yes, they do.
stop that bullshit. No, stop. No, don't even finish that sentence. If you watch any movies from the 80s and early 90s, you won't see other people's bullshit in all the $1 million movies. I'm not.
But that's also because a lot of those movies really weren't calling for substance, Reese. Terminator 2 is an excellent movie. Terminator 2 is a great entertaining movie. If you I knocked something down. It's a great.
It did not have a girl boss. It had Sarah Connor. What the fuck
yeah, she's a girl boss.
No, she's a fucking.
No, I'm bringing girl boss back as a good thing.
No, Reese, that's true. Sarah Connors was a girl boss. The whole reason she was going to be assassinated.
It sounds fucking nasty. It fucking sounds disgusting. Don't call Sarah Connor or Ripley. None of the.
She was leading a rebellious movement against the robots.
No. You don't call those type of chicks a girl boss. You just call them a fucking boss. Like there's no fucking girl.
Okay, fine.
Okay, you're a boss or you're not a boss.
I'll agree with that.
Shaved her head just like in Intergalactic.
She shaved her head in the shittiest movie of the series.
Of the series, yeah. 3 don't count. 3 that don't count. That movie is for the commercial people who just watch every movie and say
I've
that's.
I've never seen the first one.
Well, then you should get off your ass.
Wait, hold on. How are you going to talk up the girl bosses? You don't even watch them. You don't even watch them work.
Because those
Who are you, lady?
Like 90s girl bosses. I'm talking real girl bosses like Jinx and fucking anybody from Arcane. Anybody from Arcane.
Arcane watch a whole bunch of asses because I'm never going to see it. So fuck that show. Just like The Witcher 3. Fuck that show too. Fuck them both. Both
Sophia, she's a girl boss.
Sophia's a boss. She's not a girl boss. She's a fucking boss. If you got to put girl on it, then you failed already. That's either you're a boss or you're not a boss. A girl boss is somebody pretending. I don't fuck a girl boss. She fucking
slays.
She's a boss. I like Sophia. I'm very big on Sophia. She's my favorite.
She was excellent.
Okay, what about Ciri from The Witcher?
Ciri from The Witcher is. And I'm only going on the show because somebody ruined the game for me, so I only can go on the show. So I don't like her because I thought I was watching.
That's 36 innings.
Look, spoily. We talking about. we're going to talk about the fact that yes, you're a spoiler. You're a person who spoils stuff for everybody. Well, not for everybody, just for me. She actually pinpoints me and says, "Fuck what Reese like." But
no, I do not.
That's pure hate. That's the hate. Y'all understand that, right? But no. But more under the point.
It's in writing, man.
Ciri from The Witcher and what's the little chick name? The little Indian Triss from The Witcher.
Fuck yeah.
Once the show became more about them than the actual Witcher, that show became ass, and they did that last.
But isn't The Witcher pretty much about Ciri anyways?
What?
Isn't The Witcher the games pretty much about Ciri anyways? I mean, I know Geralt's the main character, but the idea of Ciri.
Yes. The main character gets to play. The main character is the guy.
The main character is
the guy doing all the work. The main character is the guy getting all the adventures. The main character is the guy we're actually following.
Furiosa in Fury Road was a failure, by the way. The movie was a failure.
And yes, Robert, yes, it was awesome for you because we know you're gonna like stuff, but at the same time, it wasn't popular as it could have been.
So when a girl is not a boss, but a girl is good, you're not allowed to call her a girl boss, but we can.
Let me just throw it out there. That's not my message.
Okay, I don't see why that's a bad thing because
I'm learning too.
I don't gender shit. I'm sorry. Either you're good or you're not good. I'm not going to. Oh, he the best man at his job. No, fuck. Either you're the best person or you're not the best
at a wedding, they're called a best man.
I wouldn't do that. I got 9 brothers. The fuck, I could never do no stupid shit.
Okay,
like that.
That's fair. That's fair. At least you're consistent.
I'm not angry. Okay. Todd, my friend, I am so smoking bud right now and chilling. I am not angry even in the slightest. I'm talking to Nerdette and my man Joe.
If angry, he would break Robert's headphones. I'm just saying.
From here.
All the way from there. But
I want to see them fight. I'd like to see who breaks our headphones first.
Who?
Between you and Rob.
Stop. You really don't know.
Both of you turn it up. I like you both, and both of you turn it up.
Oh my God.
I just caught you caught. Oh shit.
Okay, outside of Star Wars, give me an example of this DEI ruining shit or this.
How about Mortal Kombat? How about your favorite game since early childhood? How about that?
Wait.
Let's
name one of the execs that are a DEI fucking hire. I know the execs on Mortal Kombat.
One of the I don't know anything about the executives. I'm talking about Jade. I was talking. I was talking about Jade.
You always go to weird stuff. Look at the product. No, that like it's not even all the stuff you talking about is great. I understand what you did. Well, I'm looking at the paper. Look at the fucking product that's in front of your face. Look at every character. Every character in that game, or every chick character, having the same body. With the exception of Megan Fox.
And you have said that yourself, Tristan. You said you put you were the one who put all 5 of them on your screen and said, "Look at this."
I said the same thing back when you first started playing the game. Why is they all built the same? Like why?
So what do you think is causing this?
I can explain that.
Okay. Okay.
Let me.
Ain't that why we here?
Okay. Yes. The DEI is diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes, and let's talk about that.
And the weird part about diversity, equity, and inclusion is they stop the diversity. There is only one thought. There's
Mortal
only
Kombat
one.
has always been diverse.
Pause, you small, tiny one. Look, there's only one. The diversity is supposed to be a bunch of different thoughts, a bunch of different people, but there's only different people. There's no different thoughts. All of them think the exact same way. Girls can't be looked at.
Okay.
And dudes are horrible.
And
that's all we get now.
Wait, where's any of what?
Okay.
First of all,
Full Moon says DEI and the culture war aren't real.
No, the war is real. It's just not a worthwhile fight.
It's not a worthwhile fight. No.
Fair. Okay. So where in we're specifically talking about Mortal Kombat right now, where is the man bad, girl good narrative?
I don't think that's I think there's more than that.
Sector and the other one. We got to get rid of these dudes who used to be these guys and replace them with girls.
But never in that. Okay, so I would almost argue that it's reverse sexism towards females there. And the only reason I say that is because not only did they get rid of fan favorite characters, they had to attach them at the hip in a relationship with other characters.
Let me say something before you say.
They couldn't just stand on their own. As Sector, she had to be Bihan's girlfriend.
So
let me say something about that. Okay, I never cared personally that people change skins and exteriors. I'm a science fiction fan. I grew up watching things like The Outer Limits, Twilight Zone. Love stuff like that. Okay, don't give a shit about that. Okay, but the point today is that people call for these changes out of some kind of message that I find weak at best and an illusion at most. Okay, what you Tristan specifically have always called representation. Mm-hmm. You've always asked for it, right? Okay, and that's basically what you're getting. And now you saw what happened when Cyrex and Sector were changed. They went from male to female.
No.
So you didn't want me to give the good examples, right? You didn't want me to give the
representation in the base game. They didn't need to change anything.
Nope.
Mortal Kombat has
they know that's my point. They didn't need to change it, but they did it because the empty-headed virtue signaling. That's the trend we're talking about. So nobody's going to say
to fans that don't buy the game because we switched your characters. Is that the virtue signal?
Say it again.
Virtue signaling. Don't buy this game because we changed your fan favorite games.
They bought it anyway.
Yeah, they did buy it, but still.
No, they're not making it so you don't buy it. That's not
they did though. That's exactly what they're doing. They're making it where I don't want to buy another fucking Mortal Kombat again.
What's the virtue? That's what I want to know.
This myth of representation, something that you and I have been fighting about for years.
Mortal
this
Kombat
idea
has always been representative of all ethnicities.
Then why did they change Cyrax and Sector?
They didn't change their ethnicity. They changed their gender.
But still, with that same thing, male, female, skin color, you've called for all that.
Yes,
Isn't
absolutely.
that it?
But that wasn't a change people were asking for. There are great female characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise that could have been put in the
Reese, you seem like the guy to ask. Who asked for Jim Gordon to be black? Who asked for Barbara Gordon to be black?
Stop. Fucking stop. You've been in my... If anybody I know has been pretty much in every stream I've ever done is Joe.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Black Barbara and Black Gordon.
No, that's my
say
point.
Jeffrey Wright is an incredible
Wait,
actor.
stop. No, fuck that. No, he should not be Jim Gordon. My issue is not with the actor. It's never with the actor.
Okay.
So that I should always make real. I'm trying to make that real clear.
For sure.
I don't have no beef with none of them unless they say something fucking retarded. My issue is with these characters have been around for longer than most of us have been alive. To screw with them is beyond disrespectful. Like, we know what Jim Gordon... You're literally telling me to my face I'm an idiot for thinking that Jim Gordon is white for 60 years. How?
But no, it's just a race swap. It's not. Nobody's calling you dumb.
My ass. No. Understand what
It's just saying. Hey, look, here's another one, Reese. This was just a race swap. This was just a race swap too, and Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Deadshot. It turns out he wasn't actually white.
10 years ago.
It turns out but in this Arkham universe, he was white until all of a sudden, the world's greatest detective didn't know that Deadshot was always black, and he's been chasing an imposter this whole time.
Oh, I hate that.
He never fucking knew. Never knew.
It's a way to explain.
Explain laziness.
There's no need.
It's a way to explain some lazy bullshit that some fucking loser came up with, and then some consumer will literally defend this bullshit to people who have been reading this shit for fucking 50, 40, 20 years.
But that change right there, that was so bad. I think Tristan's the only one who defended it.
I never defended that.
The hell you didn't?
You did.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I did.
You're a defender. I
said I didn't care that he was black. We didn't know.
I don't care either, but don't. I don't care either, but don't tell me it fits. Don't tell me, and I'm not the best Batman fan. You know that. I read some of the best works, okay, but I don't follow everything. Right. And don't tell me the world's greatest detective wouldn't have known that he was chasing the wrong guy. Especially a white or a black guy.
That game had more issues than just that. The world's greatest detective would have also been able to figure out how to get out of Harley.
Robert, thank you for your tip. Nerdette, read it.
Robert, I have a feeling examples of good diverse characters such as Toph, a young blind girl who had an attitude and taught the main character was originally meant to be an older adult with sight. Going by Alan Wake 2 stuff, this should be considered DEI today. Even if she was written no different than she was in the show and became one of the best characters in the show, they would say DEI forced diversity isn't a real thing.
Forced diversity is a real thing.
They wanted the characters to be male first and forced to being a little blind girl.
My bad. I didn't mean.
And now let me go back to an example I'm trying to give here. Let's talk about God of War Ragnarok, where two black characters were arbitrated. Does nothing. It does nothing. It neither hurts. It neither fixes. Angrboda, and there's someone else from the. There's someone else that you see later on in Vanaheim.
She was never in the series before. She wasn't changed.
Hold up.
Angrboda?
Here's one.
No, hold on. You can't just throw that into a video game, first of all.
Oh, wait. Yes, you can. It's your video game.
No, if it's a video game, that takes years. And especially with the bureaucracy, that takes years.
Sure.
Okay, you can't just put that in the app. You can't just do that a month later. She was
never in the series. She was never put into the series until
but the mythology, Norse mythology didn't have black folk.
Where were you when they changed the mythology?
Thor was not black. Where?
Thor was not black. Thor was
right,
white dude.
Right. Okay, you see what I mean? Right. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay, there was no I don't even think they met black people yet when that mythology was written.
That game changes so much mythology between the first one and the other one. Why does it matter if they don't stick to
it? Was an empty virtue signal at a time where people are calling for these empty. Says lots of people. You got two of us right here. Then why'd you call us here if you were going to say who cares?
Wait.
She was never in that game before.
No, that's not the point.
I have never played any God of War game ever. I have no dog in that part of the fight. But when it comes to Norse mythology, there should be no black people. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but she was never in that game before?
That's not my point. The character in the mythology didn't exist.
Why didn't you claim when they cry when they fucking changed the mythology in the first game, the second game, the third game?
What do you mean?
Why are you just now upset that they changed mythologies when they
you are deliberately missing the point. Now you're trying to miss the point.
No.
Okay, yes, you were. Okay.
You're picking and choosing what you want to be upset about.
At a time where people are calling for superficial changes that do nothing. And then you get a black character.
No,
which does what?
All it does for real is make whatever actor or whatever voice actor or whatever character you race swapped into the bad guy because everyone notices it now. Everyone sees what you just did. It's not doing this kind of stuff is not like people aren't going to notice it. Especially with fans of stuff.
Right, people are going to see. God of War never followed Norse to a T.
I just fucking said
I know you haven't.
I don't want, and believe me, I'm not going to play it because I know as soon as I say I'm going to play it, then that we'll find a way to fucking spoil it.
I will not.
So, and then Robert and Ray will say, it's old. Motherfuckers.
Shut up.
But that's not the reason I brought that up. The reason I brought that up is they made the change for superficial reasons, just like Sector and Cyrax were changed for superficial reasons.
Right, but the difference was the writing. Agrabota was done correctly, whereas Sector and Cyrax...
I never said it was a bad character. You're the only one talking about bad characters. I'm talking about superficial changes. That's all I'm talking about.
Changes are made all the time.
Yeah, but now there's this call for diversity quotas. For shit like what does that prove? And again, I already explained that. I'm not going to revisit that exactly, but what does that prove if we just change the exteriors? What does it prove?
She was never in the game before.
I didn't ask if she was in the game. I know she wasn't. I played all the games. What does it prove?
Like, what does it prove when they changed mythologies? It proves they had a story to tell with them.
No, now you're being nebulous because you're trying to dodge the point. What does this change specifically prove?
That black people exist? I don't know.
Well, I knew that.
What answer do you want here?
You invited one. I knew that. It's not that I wanted that specific answer, but all I'm saying is these superficial changes happen for no other reason than for some reason they're in popular demand, and it was a political thing.
Okay, then if they're in popular demand, it was done for the sake of capitalism.
All right. Okay. And then
so there
what?
We go. There's your answer. Capitalism to sell more games.
It did it sell. No one bought the game for Angerboda. They bought it for Kratos.
But of course they did.
Well, then why'd you say that?
Because you're literally saying it's in popular demand. If it's in popular demand, then people want to buy it.
No, stop. Pause. They bought it for Kratos. Now change Kratos into a 5'2" Asian man.
Why would they
sell it?
Exactly what they could.
But Agrabota, oh my god.
No, I'm just saying.
Agrabota was never in the game before.
That doesn't matter. We established that. It also doesn't matter. We can move past that. We established that does not matter. We know she wasn't. How? Why?
How does it? Because then it's not a change. Unless you're talking about Norse mythology,
yes,
then that shouldn't matter because they have never stayed close to that.
They just recently moved into Norse. No, there's a difference between just taking creative liberties with the characters themselves, right? There's a difference. Like look, Zeus in mythology, depending on which stories you read, he was the best thing that happened to mankind. He was the worst thing that happened to mankind, right? It's just different. Okay, yeah, they're characters made to tell a story, but
exactly.
But when they made two characters black. Sorry. At a time where people are calling for these changes that do nothing. I don't remember his name. He's honestly not an important character. So it's like a lot of these changes. It's always characters no one cares about. Okay, right? Like Harley Quinn's going to transition, right? So the characters nobody cares about.
Don't you dare talk
Nobody.
about my Harley Quinn like that.
Oh, look, she's fighting the change. Look at that. You're fighting. I just wanted to bring that. I'm sorry. I just like picking on you for that one. But anyway.
She's never going to stop it. No, I'm just kidding.
She should, though. Something's got to change that voice, because goddamn. Anyway.
Whoa. Who voice? Wait. I told you.
I've never liked Harley Quinn. It's really just the voice. It hits me the wrong way. No, I'm not. I just
See, that's that.
I'm telling you, it hits me the wrong way.
Motherfuckers weird. California, man. I tell you.
Okay, wait. This is a good question. What benefits was made to making her black instead of an Egyptian goddess? What was the benefit of making her Egyptian goddess? Why does it matter either way?
What Egyptian? Wait, what Egyptian goddess? Angrboda wasn't turned into an Egyptian goddess in the story. If she's gonna, that's different. In fact, when that reveal first came out, I actually did hold off criticism because they have long been talking about, actually since the PlayStation 3 days, talking about sending Kratos to Egypt, to Mongolia, all these other places. That's always
Kratos
been
can
the
go
plan.
anywhere and people will pick that up. Let's be real.
Yeah, but remember, I'm not even specifically talking about the quality of the product there. You keep throwing that in there for some reason.
Okay,
I'm just talking about the fact.
What you're saying, the superficial changes then don't matter. They can be made. It's an issue of capitalism. What is the problem?
They don't. It just doesn't do anything. It's just satisfying people making these empty.
Why does it need to do something? Why does a black person being in a story need to do something, but a white person doesn't?
What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where that question's coming from. So that's not even anything I said.
Her change needs to do something.
No, I didn't say that. Well, I said it'd be nice. I said no. I said that's something that the developers talked about previously over the years. That much is true.
You literally just said it doesn't do anything changing her.
Right.
I have no idea. I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Okay. The reason I said that, yes, because it's the liberals. They're asking for more black representation, more women. Oh, okay. Whenever I bring them in, I get cut off. By the way,
I would argue it's more leftist, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. Understood. I get that. All right, fine. But you understand what I mean to say.
For sure.
More leftists. Yes, they're calling for more black representation, more everything but white representation.
Everything but white. Nobody's okay. There are a few idiots on Twitter,
except white women, right?
Hold up, wait. Hold up. It's not a black and it's not a call. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. Hey, what Joe just said, like I don't. Joe, re-explain that one because I really don't.
Hold on. I'm getting some distortion. Let me give me 3 seconds. Hold on.
He can't explain it because he doesn't remember what he just said.
Okay, there. Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm sorry. There's an issue with StreamYard. For some reason, distortion adds up every so often. I have to toggle the filters. Okay, run the question to me. You said, Joe, explain, and then
explain the question you had just what you had just said. Because I'm
what
the whole black people and because I got lost. I was.
All right. The reason we keep getting lost because you, Tristan, girl boss over there. Okay, you keep bringing up things I'm not saying, and I keep chasing you to bring you back into what I'm really talking about.
No. You literally said, "What does it add?" And so, okay.
No, okay. Leftists, right? They said more black representation, more whatever the hell representation. Right, Reese, right, Tristan. We established that.
Yes, there's not, and we can
establish
gay, that.
And transistor.
Okay, and I want to ask a serious question. What is wrong with those groups being represented in video games or in media in general?
Media in general, they was already there. And some odd reason, the girl bosses think they just invented them.
And more than that, people shouldn't be looking to media representation as a representation of anything.
True.
Ever. Nothing. Nobody should. They should not be looking at John Leguizamo as a representative of Puerto Ricans or Colombians because he's played lots of different characters. I don't think most people know he's actually Colombian. I don't think he's Puerto Rican at all.
I went Latino, just on account.
Sure, but whatever. Okay, you can lump them all together if you want. It won't work. Okay, have that if you want. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to look to entertainment as an example of people in daily life, you should never do that. Okay,
but people do, right? And
isn't that wrong?
I'm not saying
and they fail.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't agree with you, because I do. But remember when The Little Mermaid came out and all of those videos of the little girls being so excited for a black mermaid? They do that. And they look up, and you can agree that there are things like Superman that are inspiring. So people do look up to stuff like that. I'm not saying I don't agree with you, because I do. I think you should pave your own way and look up to yourself. But it does happen.
Right, we know it happens, but then what? But here's the thing. This is something you and I have been fighting about for years, and I can't get to the graphic that I had, but remember we talked about this. If you wanted to put a Puerto Rican on stage, on screen right now, okay, in any movie, and said this is a representative of the island, you can't do that. You can't. You're not gonna. And I showed you that graphic a long time ago. It was an image of about eight or nine different forearms just thrown together, just to show 8 or 9 different shades of color that you're gonna find on the island, from the brightest white to like the deepest motherland black in one small island. And not a single one of those darker people, by the way, had my skin color, not my exact tone, right? So who do you pick out of that crowd to represent everybody when you know they don't all look alike?
Right. It's what are you talking about?
I'm talking about why representation is misleading. There's always misrepresentation at the same time.
I don't understand this part at all.
I'm saying if you're gonna pick one out of a crowd to represent the rest, you can't do that for somebody like me. But that's what I'm answering to her.
And I'm not arguing.
That's a weird place to go.
I'm not arguing that you don't care about this, right? But there are people that do, and that's why it's become popular.
Right, but then how do you make them all happy? Because like I said, you have darker Puerto Ricans like me, you have lighter ones.
Have representation. You don't have to go into colorism.
Yeah, that's exactly the
point. But that's exactly my point. The colors do exist.
It's not about the colors, it's about the heritage, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. No, that is right for the first time today.
And if you look at the heritage, it's so mixed, you can't pick one to represent the rest. That's my point.
Right, we're all a Heinz 57.
Either you're black, you're Latina, you're white, you're Asian.
Yeah,
that's what they're. Or you're gay, or you're bi. Well, no, bi. I don't know. That's all fucked up. But either you're transformed. There's something is what they're looking for, not how deep the darkness is, or how light the lightness is, or how big the boobs is. You can have no boobs, and as long as you say you're a chick, you're good to go. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, are we talking about the same thing now?
One thing I want to say that Reese said about they were already represented as far as queer media, that did not exist.
Whoa. You never seen Revenge of the Nerds? The black fruit bowl? In Revenge of the Nerds, he's super gay. The gay guy
where they rape a chick. I don't think that's a good represent.
What, Revenge of the Nerds?
Maybe I'm thinking the wrong one movie because I haven't seen it myself.
Bottom line, there was a gay dude in there, and the ball was super gay. I mean, super gay.
Okay, but was that a normal thing? Like,
yes, Mannequin, Rush Hour 3. I'm just trying to think of where I've seen homosexuals in movies I've seen that I know of. There's usually a one in almost everything. And if you look, most people didn't pay it no mind because it's just there. It's just a person being a person. Who the fuck care? Until people started making it a big deal. Now we have to be seen. You were right there. We are. Okay, everybody already seen you.
Okay, there is not a mass amount of queer lead characters. There's no queer superheroes.
All right, because 95% of America and most of the world is not gay. And they're trying to, as you said before, sell.
Does Superman have to really be gay before?
No, Superman's not gay. I'm not talking
Superman got plowed in one of his own books.
Oh my God, no. Yeah.
Superman got plowed in jail.
I need an image of that. That's gonna go in my collection.
We don't need that image ever.
Oh yeah.
If he's miserable, I have a collection. If he's miserable, I just need it.
Okay, I can understand that. I have a collection of naked boob comic books.
As long as we all agree that Kamala isn't black. Kamala's
she is not.
She's partially black. Yeah.
No, we do not want her. She is not represented.
I'm darker than she is.
Ain't that something?
Oh my god. So yeah, it was Revenge of the Nerds where he raped a chick. I mean, like
the gay dude didn't.
No, I know, I understand that. I was just
trying
to
there,
place
right?
the movie.
We talking about representation, right? The gay dude was there, right? He was in the book. He was in the movie, right?
I have no idea.
He was represented, but I'm telling you, he was in he's all the movies, in fact. So
okay, but it is not a lead thing. It is not a thing that we see in every single media.
No, Mr. Nobody. Hold up, Murder. No, Mr. Nobody. We're gonna have to go at her.
We refuse to claim her.
We don't want her neither. So I don't know where she's going.
You can take her. No, I don't have an issue with Kamala. I think I'd vote for her again.
You voted for her. You better not.
Yeah, I did. Fuck yeah, I did.
You're crazy, but whatever.
I voted for the lesser of two evils. That's it.
I don't understand
why
you didn't. I don't understand why you didn't go with the rest of the Amish and go with Trump. Like all the Amish people went Trump. You had to be the eyeball, right? You had to be the eyeball. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Trump just has a bowl cut in my mind.
Okay.
I just think that's funny.
Okay.
All right. Now, this conversation has gone 3 different directions.
Okay, yes, but still leaving on the queer media thing, it didn't. It's not a front and center thing that you see in every media. You name 3 properties.
Every property, every single property there is. The only properties not being screwed with is girl properties. Have you noticed that? Nobody's screwing with Barbie. Wait. Nobody's screwing with yoga.
Turn them all into Kens.
Nobody fucking around in the kitchen. Like, come on, man. Only girl stuff is being left alone. Like, girl stuff is cool.
What is girl properties to you? Barbie? We just got a movie, but there were queer characters in it.
No, fuck that. No. Look, when I was on your Jackbox, because you only invite me on every once in a while, so I do be remembering stuff. Y'all told me that Barbie had movies. And a lot of them on DVD
yeah, she has,
and cartoons and all types
animated,
of shit. And guess what? You showed them. And I'm sitting there like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and it's a real thing. So don't give me, we just got a movie. No, y'all motherfuckers been watching movies since y'all was 2 years old.
Sure.
So don't say what you just said. That don't make sense.
And then there's no issue with having queer characters in them. They have queer characters in them.
And Barbie, I would hope so.
So how is it just girl stuff not being? I don't understand. What is girl besides Barbie?
Whoa, I'm not a Joe. Last time you checked, went to the bathroom standing up, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't fit into that.
Then how can you say girl stuff isn't being messed with? It's just
I'm looking. I just told you examples. Y'all still got the whole kitchen and whatnot.
My God, Reese. The whole kitchen and whatnot.
Y'all got all them big ass houses to clean. Like, come on, man. Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, nobody's screwing with y'all with that stuff.
So superheroes aren't for girls? Is that what you're
Whoa, hold up. What is you talking about? How you just bring up that? Like,
because it's not girl and boy. That's not gendered.
There are
how y'all doing in the chat, by the way?
There are hundreds of thousands of girls that love Star Wars.
For sure.
That love
superheroes.
And love I was going to say that, but you know, the girl had to interrupt because you know how girls is.
Yep, facts.
Just saying. But like girls like lots of stuff that boys like, and you know why they like them? Because they're cool the way they are or were.
And boys like stuff girls like.
They didn't want those chicks that like them things didn't come in wanting to change it.
I think cheeseburgers transcend gender.
Cheeseburgers transcend everything. I just had
for
one.
Sure. But so does, like Reese was saying, Star Wars. I'm not saying that girls tried to change it. I'm trying to understand why it got to the point where there is this cultural divide.
Because Kathleen Kennedy was put in charge of Lucasfilm, and she ran the biggest IP in the world into the ground.
Okay.
All y'all can give me the bullshit of semantics.
It
made billions of dollars. Motherfuckers, it should have made trillions of dollars. Like the fuck is you talking about? The biggest IP in the world is not making what it should be making. Marvel Comics is not making as much as it should be making. DC Comics is not making as much as it. Please read Robert's chat.
Robert, you know this isn't gonna work. He knows. FYI, bisexual John is interested in Dreamer, a girl.
Dreamer is not a girl. Dreamer has a
where it was
penis.
going. I knew where it was going, Robert.
So that makes him even gayer, Robert. He's not gay. What the fuck is you talking about? I ain't never understood why you would say some dumbass shit like that.
Yeah, that was on you, Robert.
And Nerdette even come on, Nerdette's agreeing with me. Nerdette,
I don't know. She's a trans woman.
She's a man.
But I knew I knew the reaction. Like, come on.
Trans woman translate to man in a dress. Like that, there's no getting around. She's still into a dude. Like, there's no getting around it. That's not bi. That is gay. Ghey. Yes, motherfuckers. I'm not spelling. This is a YouTube thing. I ain't fucking over her channel. But yes, that's.
I knew that was not, if he was into freaking Raven or something.
There you go. There.
Then he would have a point.
Hey, imagine he was into some chick from the future who was blonde and hot. And
God.
Was a telepath and who probably turned him into a homosexual when she sent him home. I'm just saying. There are explanations for things. Just like Jean Grey turned Bobby Drake gay. I think that chick did it to him for breaking up with her.
Oh my god. Okay, so I want to switch over to video games a little bit.
Right. Does anyone have any questions for me?
This has been all fucking Star Wars, and this is not the only property that exists, right?
Right.
I see a lot of issues with the reaction to Siri. Why has this become such a cultural divide? I would almost call her objectively beautiful woman is getting called ugly.
She's not ugly. No. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. As far as The Witcher go, even though it was totally destroyed for me and spoiled and destroyed and made fun of by Robert and Ray because Nerdette, you know, they all made fun of me because I just got into a 10-year-old game. But it's cool. And I'm gonna say this: I have no real dog in the fight no more because I don't know nothing. I didn't get very far in the game before it was destroyed. So
I'm sorry.
So more to it's like Suri should, from what I hear, Suri should be the next person to be the lead. But also from what I hear from people who read the books, who are very into the lore and all that, her powers made it so she couldn't be an actual Witcher. So
the books are not related. I mean, the books are separate canon, but yeah.
I can only go on what I like I said, the game was ruined for me, so I don't know how nothing goes.
I'm sorry.
So what questions do you have about
so why is there such a because I know you guys know from thinking that way. Why is there such a fucking reaction to a woman that is not Eve from Stellar Blade? What causes that anger or disdain? I guess anger is not the right word. Disdain.
It's because Harley shit on her costume. It's because we got stick figures in Mortal Kombat. Dudes are really just tired of being put to the side, like in everything. It's not just, some people see it one way. It's like, it's not just video games. It's video games, it's movies, it's comics, it's sports. Like, why? Like, what did we do so bad that our stuff got to be changed into something else? And dudes is just mad. They're not seeing the chick for what she is. They're not seeing her for being the cute little thing that she is. No, they're just seeing another girl came along and changed everything again.
Okay.
For no reason.
Let me get this real quick. Puddin', thank you so much, because I'm almost assuming. DEI is annoying. Affirmative action was give us equal opportunity because we are just as capable. The demand originally wasn't against meritocracy. DEI is the opposite of that. It preferred treatment based on perception. Biden needs to go. Give me presidency. Yeah, Biden needs to go.
I'll vote for President Albus.
I'll vote. Wait, I thought we were all supposed to vote for James. What happened?
James is
He's not running.
President of the United States. James is the next president of the United States. I need this guy to win.
Yes.
I have to see how they do at the primary. I don't know.
Anyway. You can get him in.
So do you ever think when it comes to the idea and I know Reese has pushed back against this before, but I want an explanation. The idea of equality, which is what you're experiencing now, having females also in the gaming space, feels like oppression to you.
No, fuck oppression.
I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any of that. They can try that all they want. I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling that.
Not at all.
You could have instead of Spider-Man 2, you could have gone with Spider-Girl. If it played great, I really wouldn't have given a shit.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, I don't care. I totally wouldn't have.
Reese is like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. It's already making me angry.
If you give me a Spider-Man game, give me fucking Spider-Man.
If they say Spider-Man, they give you Spider-Girl. Yeah, I'm gonna have something else to say about it. But no, if they just went to Spider-Girl, if it played right, I honestly won't care. Don't care about any of that. But let's talk about the stuff that just stands out. The dumb shit that does stand out. Like in Spider-Man 2, the developers, because of backlash from the first game, which was almost universally well praised. Right? The first game, here's what happened. Some people online, these are dipshits. They're also called liberals, but you can use either one. Liberal, dipshit, makes no difference. Okay, they got mad because they said the first game was too much pro-cop propaganda.
No, yeah, that was.
And the developers listened, and they actually responded.
How?
They actually backed up. They actually decided Spider-Man 2 will not work with the cops, which is something that Spider-Man has always done. That was part of him bringing hope back to the city. He wasn't supposed to do everything himself. He was supposed to balance things out. So yeah, the cops could handle it. That's why he's always helped the cops. He wanted to give the good people of New York a lot to believe in, not just Spider-Man. He didn't want the people to believe in Spider-Man.
He did work with the cops.
No, let me see. In the second game.
Oh, y'all talking about in the game.
Let me see in the second game.
Says, Tristan, you didn't find it odd that Katana was suddenly strong enough to beat Shao Kahn in MK11? No, Katana's a badass.
No, but Katana was under his thumb.
And she was a cheap fucking character in Mortal Kombat 11.
She could not beat Shao Kahn, and you flipping know it.
Literally, Cassie beat.
Cassie was special, just like her pop.
Yeah, and so is Katana.
Did anybody say anything about Cassie? We talking about Katana, who has been under his thumb for 500 years.
And she finally broke that ceiling.
Who literally knew she had to wait for the champion to beat him. She probably already challenged him and got her butt kicked. Like look, that's just my opinion.
Mo says, y'all fear Mo Moon. Let me in. Mo, I told you.
I say let him.
Welcome in.
Mo, I don't fear you. I just don't like you very much. So
Are you okay over there? What? Did everybody just go mute at the same time? Okay. All right.
I did because I was dying. That was funny.
Okay.
I'm having a good time, and this shit hurts. Okay.
No, I didn't find it weird about Katana.
No, and I don't give.
I mean, I love Katana. Of course, I'm not. I think it worked out.
Worked out. Explain.
Now, hold on a second. Let me get a point in, because everybody thinks I'm crazy because you guys keep changing my conversation. Everybody thinks I'm the one that doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Back to Spider-Man 2. I don't remember. No, there were no missions where you work with the cops. And that's something the developer said they were going to take out because of those concerns, because of these leftist concerns that that cops are getting too much praise. There were a handful of corrupt cops in the first game. You might remember the opening of the first game. William Fisk, or Kingpin, he had some cops he paid off, and Spider-Man beat them. He got them arrested, right? And that was it. That was basically it. And now, more than that, this wasn't a story about police corruption. It was a science fiction story about good and evil, okay? It was a science fiction story about crime fighting. The cops, crooked or not, weren't supposed to be the stars in the story, so that doesn't even fucking matter, okay? And for some reason, that sent the wrong message to leftists online. That led to a lot of backlash, and that was met with a response by the developers, and that's why they decided that wasn't going to happen in the second game. Okay, and that was just a dumb fucking thing to do. They just even respond to that. There was nothing wrong with leaving Spider-Man alone to help the cops. because that's what this story is about. It's not a story about police corruption. It's a story about New York getting hope back. Yeah, because of Spider-Man, but they weren't supposed to rely on Spider-Man. He's not Superman. The world wasn't supposed to rely on him. Spider-Man was just supposed to do a job so that people all around him have hope, whether or not he's there. And that got taken away.
Spider-Man also got shot at by the cops a lot, so it's not like he was always.
Yeah, like I don't.
They
ever
always been on the
remember
same
hearing
page
about this.
Like Spider-Man hasn't always
So
been
you
on the same
literally
page,
work with the cops.
and he's big on working with cops.
Excuse me, in Spider-Man 2. Remember, Miles Morales is technically the second game, and I think he did work with the cops. I have only played that one. I'm talking about Spider-Man 2, the recent one.
I ain't played that. I bought it from my brother.
I don't remember.
The one that Sweet Baby Inc. touched.
Okay, but I don't remember specifically if you worked. I honestly don't. It was
and the second one,
worst out of the three.
Even when you're playing as Miles Morales?
No, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
the newest one
has Miles Morales.
Right. But it still was the worst one.
Why you say that?
It was just very predictable.
No, hold on. The story sucked. I'm never gonna tell you the main story was good. It was everybody knew Venom was supposed to lose, Spider-Man was supposed to save the day. Fucking everybody knew that. No, okay, so it wasn't great, obviously. I'm never gonna tell you that was a good story, but I was talking about the gameplay. That's what I was talking about. All of a sudden, the gameplay in these was great.
And Girlbosses, but
yes, and Sweet Baby. Okay, how about Girlbosses? I don't know. Well, there's no Girlbosses.
Was involved with that game, and you're defending it, right?
What was already done right was done right previously. All they did was continue in that direction, make it better. Yes. Look, Sweet Baby Inc. had nothing to do with the first game, had nothing to do with Miles Morales. Both games essentially played the game. Both of them essentially played the same. Okay, you had different features for
a couple things, but nothing.
Right.
What I'm lost on is how Nerdette seems to think that somebody would pay somebody $5,000 to $15,000, maybe $25,000 to just come in and sit there.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah, but that's what it seemed like with you.
No, and you would listen to their advice. No.
Stop, female, stop. I need you to understand that.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Joseph is becoming the blood ticker, but I think we got a couple days left. But you don't pay somebody to come in and do nothing, even if their job is.
I never said that. Sorry.
The fucking female. Never mind, I forgot.
Okay. Yes, I do need a glass of water. I actually have a bottle of water. But anyway, do you have anything for me?
No, I think I know what he's saying. He's saying that you don't pay them and not take their advice.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm not saying they didn't take their advice on some things. Right? I'm not saying, but they could have had everybody can have an outlandish idea that you throw out the window.
Oh, fucking hell. Nerdette.
How can you get nebulous anytime somebody has a specific point?
Into games. Like, nobody seems it's like nobody seems to look. How many is making it into books? How many is making it into movies? It's all the same shit. Like,
give me some examples of what you think made it into whether it's Spider-Man or any Sweet Baby game.
Which other ones have they touched? Which other ones have they ruined?
They have worked on the newest
John Wick.
They have worked not John Wick, Alan Wake, right?
Alan Wake. There you go.
Wait, they worked on Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so they're the reason two black characters appeared for no reason.
Yes. Which I was arguing about earlier. Yes, I thought that's what I was arguing about, but I didn't know.
I was wondering whose idea that was. Because, first off, it was leading in front.
Hold up. Fuck that.
Hold on, Reese. I have said like 10 things. I think I've talked collectively for 10 minutes, and we've been here for over an hour.
Said something really retarded.
No, he does that.
It's the you don't hire consultants for nothing. You don't pay somebody thousands of dollars to just sit on their ass. My bad, Joe. Go ahead, say your thing, bro.
Okay, so that's what so what we were back to what we were talking about. Sweet Baby Inc. comes in and he says, I have an idea. Take these two characters that are semi-irrelevant. Actually, one is irrelevant. One may or may not be relevant. Make them black. So that was Sweet Baby Inc., right?
Sure.
That's okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
First off, that was misleading as fuck. I was actually, when I first saw Angry Boda, so that means the reveal was, I think it was a year.
That was done before they were even hired.
Okay, so then never mind. I don't have a point.
Okay, well, I do want to make a point specifically to Joseph.
Okay.
During the intro of the game of Spider-Man, you work with the cops when you're going to, or they can be seen driving towards the disaster area. Randomly throughout the city alongside said ambulance.
You notice
they
it was
make
mostly
several appearances during the Harlem Music Museum side quest, towards the Night Museum side quest. He gets arrested and is brought away by a policeman. During the lizard chase, you have police helicopters. During the fight with Scream.
What is that? Hold on. Pause right there a moment, please. What does that have to do with Spider-Man helping the cops? That chase began because Spider-Man went after the lizard.
Right.
Those are two people changing. No, he was after Connors for his own reasons. He needed Connors. He wasn't helping the cops. He didn't say, "I'll help you, officers."
Removed from the game.
No. This is what happened in the first game. No, and you should, if you can look up the article, maybe you hear it in the developer's words specifically. Okay, but here's what happened. There were side missions in the first game. There were a lot of, like you'd find cops on the roof of the police.
Right, and you would help them.
Right, stuff like that was removed. It was either removed altogether or severely limited.
No, that's really
just because cops were in the game, that does not mean Spider-Man specifically was helping the cops. It wasn't like it was tied into the story like that.
I understand what you're saying. They were completely absent as I kind of thought you meant, but I see what you're saying now. But yeah, that's a really dumb decision.
Right.
Listening to really dumb people that called it propaganda or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, type that in Spider-Man 2 propaganda or Spider-Man propaganda.
That's a really dumb thing.
No, I totally understand what you're saying, or that, but that's actually because people heard what the boss said, what the developer said. Like they got mad at what the
but isn't that an example of them listening to fans and changing and pandering to those fans instead of in listening to what they want out of their game? Couldn't that be an example of something good? I'm not saying I think it's smart, but it is an example of a company listening to their fans.
But what if you're listening to the smallest amount of fans?
Right.
What about the fans that said Spider?
Listening.
No, it leads you to people who think like you do instead of going outside the box and leaving things that made you millions of dollars.
I don't think like that. I don't think that cops needed to be removed. I think that's silly.
I'm totally with you. I don't have no beef with. I don't have two. No, okay. I'm not.
Can we all agree DEI training is stupid? Research says so.
Yes. Hey, good. Yes, that's exactly what me and Reese are here to argue.
And that's the twist. Wait.
Training is different than diversity in gaming. I have
the stuff that you was talking about, and you and Raymond was talking about the other day. With y'all had y'all studies that said that it was good, that things are good. Like I said before.
No, the study was you were trying to say 80% of games are played by men.
I said 79.
Fucking smart ass.
I said 81.
See?
That's nonsense.
How is that nonsense? What are you talking about?
I don't know the numbers. I didn't really say 81. I didn't really say shit.
Literally showed you that is not true. And it doesn't matter what type of game. There are games that are
mobile. Yeah, mobile games.
No, not mobile games. Mobile games are not included.
I'm sure they was. I'm sure they was.
Well, okay, so you're saying there is not a huge subsection of girls that play very popular games.
This is where you confuse shit. This is where you confuse things. There are 8 billion people on the planet. Even 20% is a lot. I mean, a lot. 21% is a lot. Like, that's not a small amount.
But games like Stardew have more people playing them than games like Stellar Blade, and it's 10 years old. So let's not pretend like it's 80% that play video games. That's ludicrous. I'm not saying that it's even not.
I did not
minority.
say 80%. Do not put words
79.
in my mouth.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I rounded up.
No round. Round is good in some situations.
79%.
79 is its own number. It doesn't need to be rounded off.
Exactly. You see how curvy that is?
Yeah, okay. So what you're saying is they should pander to men, right? Or
He
should
is,
they
I'm not.
pander to their audience?
Oh man, you pandered to nobody.
Okay. So no censorship of your ideas.
You pander to, there is no pandering. You make a game, you put it out there, and people are either going to gravitate to it or run their ass away.
Okay,
That's
so
just
let your
how
Wallace speak for it. And I completely agree with that idea, but I still 100% disagree. Like that 79% of gamers are male. That is just because you are in your bubble of male gamers does not mean that the female gaming doesn't exist. Look at games like Valorant, right? First person shooter. Girls gravitated. Overwatch. Go into the cozy genre.
79% or not.
Stardew Valley. These
79% or not.
Gravitate to.
Regardless, 79% or not. What is this? What was that offered to prove, by the way?
No, Reese said the other day that he basically thought 79% of gamers were men.
Yeah, sure. I'm in a bubble. I'll tell you.
We all are in a bubble.
I don't agree with that even slightly, Nerda. I was being facetious. But at the same time, when you look at what girls like, and I'm not saying I'm a chick, but I know a few. I know a few. And it's not really video. They'll play. Don't get me wrong. A few chicks got me into a lot. Grand Theft Auto, girl got me into it. The Witcher, girl got me into it. Let's see what else is over there. I can't see my games, but a lot of stuff girls got me into. I wouldn't have watched Lord of the Rings if it wasn't for some chick. And you understand what I'm saying? I have no problem. Girls do a lot of stuff, but most girls don't. Like, just because you find the special few that are around you, doesn't mean that the random few give a fuck.
Right, but there's evidence to back up what I'm saying. There are little chicks
out there right now that say dudes that play video games are immature.
Yeah, sure. And those are the random few.
No, they're not.
I don't agree with that.
Absolutely are.
No, just because women are more accepting of the fact that girls and guys really, but just because women are more accepting of the fact that guys play games more often than women do. They're more okay, women are more accepting of that. That doesn't mean there still aren't women who say, no, I don't want nothing to do with guys that play games.
Sure, and
that is out there.
Majority.
I don't know that they're the majority.
For sure.
But you can still they exist. And then there's the ones that just don't care. Right. They'll let you sit there and play your game all day while they texting somebody else. Like, it's really girl gamers I have no issue with, and I think there are a lot of them, and they are so fucking cool. It's like finding a chick that likes football. It's like finding a chick that likes sports. You're trying to find fucking the few in between. Guys stuff and girl stuff, guys and girls are not the same. It's just not. You
can at least acknowledge the fact that it has shifted severely since video games. Okay.
Yeah, but you also got to take into account, I only really watch girls play video games on YouTube. Like, there are no dudes that I watch play video games outside of fucking up, down, down. Like, I watch Vera, Z. It's only chicks I watch play video games. So I know there are girls and I don't have. You say it's like I have a beef with girls that play that.
No. I don't think you have a beef with that.
Or I just don't think there are as many as you seem to think there are.
I don't think there are as many as men, for sure. I think it's more. I mean, okay. Let me get this from Mo, and then I'll give an example. Can Reese and Joseph tone down the ebonics?
What do you mean me? I haven't said shit in an hour and a half.
I'll give you an example. When Mortal Kombat first came out, I played online a lot, and I would try to clip the idiots, or I would play online as a stream, right?
That was funny.
And I never
I'm gonna get my little brother on you.
Oh my god! Never one single time did I run into a female.
And do you see what I'm saying? That's where
I understand, but what you also have to take into consideration is genres, right? Something that I talk about a lot, right, is the cozy genre, the Dave the Diver, Stardew Valley genre.
You know what I think of Dave the Diver?
Mostly girls.
You know what I think of Dave the Diver?
Really bad.
And Stardew, whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. Look, I think of them as mobile games,
but they're not.
They're not, obviously, but I think of them as mobile games. They're chick games that they can get lost in for a couple of hours and enjoy. And I really have no issue with that, but I really just consider that just a sitting still mobile game.
Because it's more of an idle game, I guess, maybe?
Exactly. It has
but it's still, I mean, I understand why you would think that, because it is very different than the action genre. But don't get me wrong. As much as I love my stupid cozy games, I still love my action games. And I think there's a decent crossover with that and the JRPGs and the Metrovanias. I think there is a good crossover. Mo says, my bad. Can Restone, my bad, Joseph. Can Restone down the Ebonics?
But you fuck no.
Fucking Mo.
Ebonics are music to my ears, dude.
And Lizardology did say the same thing. Women generally play fam and farm sim like games, and that is a video game, though, right? So that has to be included in the conversation, right?
Not really. Like, I don't think so.
The game I was playing the other day, Infinity Nikki, had 20 million downloads in the first week. It doubled Marvel Rivals.
That's the 20%. There's the 20% right there. 20%. 20 million.
It doubled Marvel Rivals, and Marvel Rivals rock.
Yeah, I still need to play that. But
oh my god, you do.
I have no beef. When you look at the cover, when you see it's free, why not? Like, I get it. But then
Marvel Rivals?
I'm talking about your Nikki game. But you see the cover and you see it's free, you're like, all right, it's cool, that's what's up. But
it has a really teenage girl exterior.
Exactly. and then being someone who knows a girl who plays really bad games, I can just tune in and see what it's about. And then you find out it's a fashion show or your clothes do some weird shit. I tuned out before that. I'm sorry.
Okay, but to be fair, that's right up my alley.
Exactly. It's some chicks sit down and sit still shit. It's a mobile game. A mobile sit still game.
It's not a mobile game though.
But it's a sit still mobile game.
It's not. Literally is boss fights. Stop it.
It's literally shit. It's
my god.
It's not for. If guys are playing that game, more power to you. But I'm almost positive.
Only the manliest of men can handle Infinity Nikki.
Yeah. If that's okay.
Okay, then I have another sentiment here. When you guys talk about the issues with gaming, a lot of what you're talking about, what I've noticed, whether it comes to like,
hell yeah, man, hold up, yes, Mo, hell yeah. I ain't never been afraid of much, but that right there. I'm fucking petrified.
Okay, I want to say this because I do think I have noticed a trend in like the anti-woke talking points, and I mean like having that kind of idea. Most of what you guys complaining about, and I know I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, is AAA games.
Okay.
Why are you not more exclusive with what you pick out and look towards something?
Because they can afford to lose.
Well, I haven't said shit in 90 minutes. I don't know why you think this is something for me.
She's not talking about us specifically. She's talking about
just the general consensus.
She's talking about all the cats. I'm not
can afford to lose, but I mean,
I'm not speaking for them. But when you look at it, you're throwing a $70 price tag on people and you're giving them shit. I think people got a right to complain and know what bad things they getting for $70. You're telling me.
But also, isn't this artificial message for the mainstream? No one cares about the little guy. That's the point. That's why you got to replace white characters that are popular. You won't replace somebody nobody knows.
How do you force a message out there? Yeah, how do you piggyback off somebody that ain't got no legs?
Jazz, I'm not. You're one of the special ones.
I love that, and I there are games I have tried every genre game, right? I love every genre game, but when I want to just sit down and chill, I'll pick up a cozy game. If I want a fighting game, I'll go into something like, you know,
Mortal Kombat.
When are we playing Marvel Rivals, by the way?
Yes. We have to over Christmas. We have to. Like, it's 6v6. We're gonna have so much fucking
I only
fun.
work 3 days next week, so I got plenty of time.
I work every day.
Let's go. And we got to get Reese to download it. We got to get Bully.
I got it. I already got it. I just ain't never played it. It's just sitting there. I downloaded it weeks ago. I just ain't. When it came out, I got it. I just ain't. Like I said, you didn't see my show, so I told everybody there. I got it when you played the beta. I said I'm more of a Marvel dude than a DC dude. So when you played the beta, and had fun with it. I was having fun with it. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm gonna grab it when it come out.
Yeah, it is.
I came out and I grabbed it, and I just haven't played it.
Mo said, "I got a right to complain about the Ebonics here." Fucking, you know what? I gotta respect Mo. Mo
likes ticket, motherfucker. Go ahead.
I do feel like there's a huge overlap in me and Mo's gaming style. Lizardology said women generally play. I don't know what match 3 is. In sim games, men dominate every other game genre. Okay, but that doesn't take women out of the equation when it comes to
whoever took y'all out. Y'all got a whole 21.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know where this conversation went 20 minutes ago when we started talking about 79% versus 80.
Okay, I want you guys though to answer my initial question.
Okay, what is it? Let me respond first, please.
I generally play cozy. I do play cozy games, but that's not it. Why have you not, if this is an issue in the AAA sphere, why have you not looked into the more indie sphere? They're cheaper, generally more creative. There's
I actually have.
Fun things. You have?
I have. I have. I'm only looking for cheaper games now. I'm not paying $70 for shit anymore.
I pay $70.
Okay, if Marvel Rivals was not free, I wouldn't bother. I don't care if it's. I wouldn't care if it's $5 right now. Honestly,
I totally get that.
No,
I don't know my password, so I can't buy nothing anymore.
Oh my god! Okay,
reset the password, Reese.
No, man, no. As soon as I reset it, I'm gonna find it. I wrote it down. I just don't.
It's not the point; it's the principle. That's why he won't do it.
Damn right.
Okay. There are fun, crazy like Metrovanias, like Hollow Knight. Right? There are just Celeste. There are Pacific Drive, which I've really been wanting to get into. There are so many more good games, but why are all the bad ones getting the attention? Because
we're talking about the ones that make the headlines, though. The little guy doesn't make headlines. That's what we were here for initially, right? To talk about the shit that makes the headlines.
Yeah, I guess that's fair, but a game like Stardew Valley has definitely made headlines.
I still haven't played it. I don't know what it's about. I've seen the games Mo play. They're boring. I'd rather watch a midget grow 3 inches taller than play anything that he has played in the last 2
Mo
years.
Has good taste in games.
Yes, because he plays the kind of weird crap you do.
I play lots of stuff. Robert says, including me in Marvel Rivals, I've been practicing. So wait, why do anti-SJWs act like they care about how women will react to girl boss characters and the ugly girls woke changes when
you
they think
go ask
there are
them.
hardly any real female real female gamers? It's clear they all care about is what they want to see and react to, not what actual women want. And I agree.
Fuck about what actual women want. I want to see a game where I can enjoy myself. Just saying.
Well, to Rob, I'll respond to your question directly. You got to ask one of them because you're talking to me right now, and
yeah, exactly.
I actually have lost track of the conversation many times over.
I'm gonna do. I want to see a good game with pretty chicks.
And I think we've had plenty of decent. I think we've had plenty of good games. But here's the thing: well, I took part in this conversation to say these superficial changes exist. It's just an empty virtue signal that people initially were celebrating. That in recent years, people have just grown tired of it. And that's why you're getting the review bombs that you aren't seeing before. Like Concord is just the pinnacle. Concord was the height of it. Okay, these criticisms have been around for years, but they got shrugged at, right? They got buried because it just got called alt-right nonsense.
Yes.
For years, right? That was just used to dismiss it. And now the dismissals are not going, the dismissal isn't good enough anymore. Because now these people found enough of a voice of their own and they can drown out the other side. Okay. And now you're finally seeing that. Okay. I told you for years, Tristan, just to sidestep quickly, whether, because it's a political thing. It always has been. And I've been saying for years, leftist messages on the internet do not reflect conversations on the street. And y'all think just because you won the internet that you won, that's true, but to a point. But at the same time, the leftist messages are getting a lot more contention. But you don't see that on the internet. You don't see it on, and that's what fooled you.
If you ask anybody if Siri is ugly on the street, they're gonna think you're fucking crazy.
Look at the congressional map of California. Just because Kamala got 55 votes in California doesn't reflect anything. I wanted you to see how red it got, and that was my point. Y'all on the left think that just because you won the internet that you won the conversation. You didn't.
Nobody on the left thinks they won the internet. The right dominates the internet.
Y'all proclaim victory like
you're the only one I have ever met who will ever say that YouTube and Twitter, back when it was Twitter, are overwhelmingly conservative. Then why were liberals mad when Elon Musk took over? That makes no sense.
Because he is conservative. Okay, Mo says y'all are lucky Tristan is holding me back. I got you, Mo. Don't worry. But
just a hand on his forehead.
You're absolutely insane if you think the liberals run Twitter. You can't tell me that there is a faction of left-leaning movie reviewers, game reviewers, culture war people like there is with the fandom menace crowd. There is not. It doesn't exist.
No, you'll see people. Right, here's also another thing. Just another side note, and this something people continuously forget, or maybe just they're not interested in. Just because people do not parrot you does not mean they're on the other side of a political argument. Because some of y'all see politics where the shit just don't even exist.
No.
Okay.
Yes, some people do, and you're one of them, Joseph.
No, I'm not. I've been telling you for years that the two sides in politics are an illusion.
You
that was
somebody being black is a political thing.
The DEI conversation is a leftist conversation. Thing. They politicize it. Bullshit. Sure, they politicize it. Does the right side politicize? Does the right wing put a gay character and say this is what gay is supposed to be? Is that what the right wing is doing?
Because they're not for gay characters.
But here's the thing. It's true. There's a very pronounced constituent on the right side that just doesn't want anything to do with the gay. No argument for me. But what good did the left do? What did they do for it? They tried to do the same, and they tried to do the opposite. Excuse me.
To marry?
No, that's not. Well, you can call that. You can call that left or right or you want. I understand how the case law worked in that. And bottom line, that wasn't
a human right.
It wasn't.
Let's be real.
Well, when it comes to U.S. law, it has to be constitutional. It is a separate argument. But bottom line, people interject politics. Okay, the left wing took these things like skin color, like black folk, dark folk like me and Reese. Okay, people who are gay, people who are bisexual, lesbian. I think lesbians got pushed to the side because they're too popular.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like, right? And didn't it feel like lesbians got? Oh, because lesbians get all the respect.
It's a fucking fact. Two sides of an illusion, but Joseph takes a side. He tried.
I didn't take a side.
Bullshit. You try to act like the conservative fucking talking points aren't the mass majority.
I said just because they're not parroting you doesn't mean they're necessarily on the conservative side. But that's what I mean. You think if it's not you, it must be the other side.
Wait, no. You're telling me that people like Geeks and Gamers didn't vote for Trump and they're open.
I don't know anything about him.
Yes, they absolutely did, and they love that.
Some of the
I'll take your word for it, but I don't know anything about him, so I can't argue for that. And why do people think any conversation is only two sides? You need X-Files scenes.
To go with your photo.
Stop making me laugh. It hurts today.
You're gonna kill Joseph.
Oh, you are. Everybody in the chat is killing me today. That's why I've been muted so much.
Lesbians. We love the lesbians here. Lesbians are
unless they're in your media, then you get upset. Not you. I just mean anti-woke.
Whoa. Even the everybody loves lesbians, man. Like
Oh my God! Then why is there all the memes about space lesbian? Ellie's a lesbian
because of
the apocalyptic lesbian. Stop it! Why does it matter?
It's mostly because little kids see those commercials. You don't want little kids to see the lesbians.
Why does it matter?
Yes, I do.
Lesbians exist.
But no, you don't want to see them make no. You want to explain that when you want
to hit puberty faster and move the hell out of your house.
Oh yeah, there's that. But
then you have to take out straight people too.
No,
you don't. Like, then you wouldn't be here.
Disney just literally censored so much,
as they should have.
As they should have. They should be censored.
And for that, for little kid stuff, yes. Yes.
Let it be known, guys, before you two go on. I'm not supporting anything he just said, or you just said. This is you two fighting each other. I'm out of this one. Just before you go on.
Gloves is on. How about it? Let's go. Come
Why should Disney censor a story about a trans?
Anything that has to do with homosexuality or sex should not be that big unless people are married in a kids show.
Okay, so
there's no boyfriend. You can have a crush, but there's no making out in kids shows.
Okay, so you're okay with like a queer relationship as long as they're
no. I just said no homosexuality, none of that.
Okay, but you're okay with a straight relationship.
I don't have. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Yes, I do have a double standard. Yes,
okay,
yes,
yeah. As long as you know,
I have no problem saying it. That yes, I'm fine with kids seeing things like their mom and dad, things that they see at home.
Okay,
I'm fine with them
seeing.
It's up to the parents. That's why Disney is changing everything because they noticed that the parents aren't taking their kids anymore. The parents want to tell their kids about this kind of stuff.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with you. I'm against censorship in any form of storytelling. I will go with the kids.
I will only go with censoring things that are shown to small children. I'm sorry. Those are still forming brains. You can't screw with those. Those are for their parents to look out for. That's for them to learn in school. That is not for their TV shows that I sit them in front of to enjoy.
They should be parenting, right? They should know what their kid is watching.
And that's why they're not watching.
So if there's a story
about no, run this back. Understand why Disney just did what they did. They're not sitting their kids in front of it anymore. They're not taking them to the movies to see stuff anymore. That's why they did it. I understand what you're saying, but this is why. Just saying.
I have no issue with it. A parent should know what they're sitting their kid in front of. And if they're okay with them watching Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, it's an adorable little show.
Yep.
It's an awesome show. We reviewed it a long time ago and I loved it. I thought it was really good for kids. Having a trans character would not bother me personally. I know there are a lot of but I get it. There are a lot of religious people out there. There's a lot of bigots still. Like
whoa.
I had to.
No. This ain't got nothing to do with religion or bigotry or none of that. It's parents being parents. It's not none of that weirdo shit you say. No. A parent sits their kids in front of stuff like my mom set me in front of Sesame Street and shit. When I remember, you sit your kid in front of stuff to learn things that they're going to need going to school and making friends and all that good shit. You don't sit them there to learn anything about homosexuality or sex in general.
And that's why Superman needs to be removed from public schools.
You realize that, right?
Superman just sucks. So, yeah.
A straight couple is no different than a queer couple.
No, yes, it is.
One pushes out babies, one doesn't.
And one doesn't. One is to make one is to get the parents' grandkids, one is not. One is to get them down.
Wait, I wanted to hear her correctly. Did you just say a surrogate or a dog? Is that what you just said?
Or adopt.
Oh, Christ.
No, I mean, I'm totally with the people who need a surrogate or people who can adopt. Fine. Totally. I don't give a
me personally, guys, I'm just dicking around. I remember I wasn't in this closing conversation.
Oh my God.
You interjected yourself. You fucking in it now. You brought yourself back to life. You in there. I'm
going to close off with something I've touched on before. Because this is about time that we wrap up.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Go for it.
So anyway, You guys, I've mentioned this before. Let me say it again. Me and Elon Mudd, we are working with an actual producer. We have, okay, paperwork is being signed, NDAs are being signed. Unfortunately, I can't give you specific details like I want to. You have to wait about a year when promotion really starts. But we're part of something. We're writing something for real entertainment. This is stuff that's actually happening.
Congratulations.
And they're comedies.
That's so awesome for you, Joseph.
And they are comedies. Now, I want you to know something. We had characters, they're mostly his idea, but yeah, I pitched in on this, and we have something to say about everybody. Topics that are hot button issues to left wing, right wing makes no difference to either one of us. We pick on everybody. It was the stuff that we had to say about the left wing. That's the stuff that got shut down the most. Stuff that we had to say about right wing or just really anybody else in general, that was much more well received. Okay, so we know this stuff happens. This is real. There's real shit. There's a real tendency to lean towards a certain political messaging and entertainment. It's real stuff. The pattern's been out there. Some of us can see it. Some of us are named Tristan and don't want to see it.
I agree. There is a pattern towards leftist ideas being put out more in media, and that's because they're correct ideas. That's all. You've
already established that you lost this debate. You got stomped out so bad. It's ridiculous. You should not afford us 2-on-1.
No, I actually want to. I do have to wrap up, but I think this would be fun to continue.
I'll gladly continue this.
Because I like hearing your guys' side of things more than just in. Don't get me wrong, I love hearing the live chat too. But I like being able to talk back and forth about it. So I think it was really fun. But I am going to wrap up, guys. Thank you both for coming on. I appreciate it. I will email you guys and we'll definitely continue this. We'll set up some Marvel Rivals. That's going to be super fucking fun. I'm so excited. And thank you guys. We will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Have a good one,
here. Bye.
Bye.
I can joke, I feel it.